In the box seat right there, yes.
How did you come up for the idea for Bad Kitty?
The idea of Bad Kitty came to me like this. I find it very difficult if I have to sit down and write a story to have that sheet of paper in front of me and a pen in my hand and just begin a story. Once upon a time, fill in the blank. That's a huge blank for my brain. So I like to give myself little mental exercises to sort of jumpstart my brain. And one exercise I give myself often is where I don't have to think of the story, I just think of the title first. Kind of like what you guys were just doing. You kind of came up with a title like Bad Kitty Meets the Pizza, Bad Kitty Gets Married, and you came up with a whole intricate story from there. So in this case, all I have to do is just think of interesting titles. Titles I'd never thought of before, titles I'd never seen before, titles I wasn't sure existed. And I wrote down a whole bunch I liked, and I wrote down a whole bunch I didn't like, but I wrote down one Bad Kitty that it was literally just a title that I thought would stick. And that's when I started asking myself the question, all right, what would this book be about with a title like Bad Kitty? Well, obviously it would be about a cat that does something very bad, right? But
Obviously.
clearly, without doubt. But then I thought, all right, what does she do that's so bad? And that's when I came up with so many ideas that I thought it'd be interesting if I start putting them into alphabetical order. Then I asked myself, all right, why does she do it so bad? Why does she do these bad things? That's, with cats at least, food is usually involved somehow in all this behavior. So I thought, all right, I'll give it an alphabet of the kind of food she does not like, and that's how this book started to take shape. Yes. Did you have your hand up? No? All right. Distraction. I get you. Yes, young lady.
Are you a cat person or a dog person?
Oh, I like them both.
Oh,
I
really?
like them. You know, I have a cat at home, and I had dogs as a kid. I'm sure we're going to have a dog. I have a 4-year-old daughter right now, and I don't think she's quite ready for a dog, but because I'd love to have a dog when she's a little old enough that she can at least walk him or her outside. I think I probably understand cats better than I do dogs just because I've had more of them growing up. And one of the things that you know is true about cats that it doesn't matter how sweet they are.
Excuse me?
It doesn't matter how loving they are. It doesn't matter how affectionate they are, how much they like to rub up against your leg or sleep peacefully in your lap. They all have a dark side. And it is that dark side that I tap into to create this personality of Bad Kitty that's allowed me to do so many books over the years.
Mr. McBull?
Yes.
Isn't it your cats that inspired you to write this book?
You know what? I don't think it was the cat so much that inspired me to write this book, because to kind of have to explain myself, I have to kind of, reveal a little secret about Bad Kitty. And the little secret about Bad Kitty is that when I think of Bad Kitty, when I think of these stories, I don't think of Kitty as a cat. I think of her as a little kid who happens to be shaped like a cat. and so I think it's a little kid that has cat-like qualities, and that's kind of how I create these stories.
That's pretty
Yes.
interesting.